Luna Classic, will it hold these levels that we're currently at? We're currently trading at the 30277 range. Will it hold here or will it dip a little bit further back to where we had some consolidation before the big run up almost to the 306 level? That's the big question we're going to tackle here in this video. We're also going to break down some of the other latest updates on Luna Classic. If you like real content on Luna, not hype content, this is your channel. Make sure you stay locked in, subscribe down below, and hit the like button. I'm here every single day for you, bringing you up to speed on the latest. So, with that being said, let's dive into the charts and take a look at where we're at. By the way, I think we can get this thing back up over 600 likes like we did the last time I made a Luna Classic video yesterday. Definitely think it's possible. That really helps us out as well. So we're currently trading at the 27784 range, down about 7% here in the last 24 hours. You can see here, this is where we've consolidated before in these mid twos. It looks as if we could come back down here. Now, if we zoom out into the 1 day, we can see there's even a longer consolidation zone back down in here, right? Where we consolidated pretty much all of July and almost all of August, right? Now, I'm hoping this shelf right here, the one I mentioned previously, this 2.5 range, is where we kind of come down to and then hopefully reverse from there. We're going to have to monitor this situation, of course. We have been trending downwards in the last several days, really in the last week or so, after hitting our local high back on September the 8th. Now, the big thing we're looking at is the burn, right? And we've got some news as it relates to the burn. So this is pretty interesting. Breaking, Mexi Global has officially surpassed 1 billion Luna Classic burned on their exchange. They burn Luna Classic every day by using their exchange fees to support our cause. And this is another content creator on YouTube talking about Luna Classic. We also have Edward Kim chiming in 22 hours ago. He says, Luna Classic is community driven. Nothing changes. No one and everyone describes the fate of the blockchain. To Luna V2, if needed, we'll work to keep the lights on there too. Moving on down, we have another update from Kraken. Update regarding Terra Classic, Luna, and Terra USD Classic UST on Kraken following the tax burn proposals. If we go over their support center, they've got below are updates that are planned and completed for Terra and Terra 2.0. Here's the 1.2 tax burn. So deposits will be taxed by the Terra Classic network before they reach Kraken. Withdrawals, when moving Luna or UST off Kraken, transactions will be taxed by the Terra Classic network before they reach your external address. So that's how Kraken is handling the 1.2% tax burn. In terms of the overall revival plan, Kraken will endeavor to support the wider update and the new Terra 2.0 token airdrops outlined in the Terra ecosystem revival plan 2. This is just outlining their plans on the Terra ecosystem revival plan and where they stand on. So we do have some top exchanges, obviously, behind the 1.2% tax burn, but the big one is Binance, right? Will Binance fully support this as well? Yeah, we have the likes of Kraken and we have Mexi Global and we have Huobi, but everybody wants Binance. Everybody wants Binance. They're going to have a big AMA coming up later this month. Everybody will be tuning in. Everybody will be checking into it to make sure they don't miss anything that's said during that AMA. Now, what I think needs to happen with Luna Classic, a few things, okay? And then, one other thing real quick. The community is kind of going at some of these other exchanges who, dropped Luna Classic and wanting Coinbase and Webull and other top exchanges to relist Luna Classic, right? Obviously, that would help as well. More places to trade it. But what I think needs to happen here are a few different things. Number one, we've got to get more information on Quan, right? And, people are on Twitter saying Quan is not involved in Terra Luna Classic. I repeat, Quan is not involved in Terra Luna Classic. How do we know that? How do we know that for sure? I think it's important to stay critical here and be a smart investor. Don't just eat the crow. Don't just listen to people because You want to hear it, right? It's real easy to fall into that trap. We see it in politics all the time. Be critical. Think for yourself, okay? Don't let other people do the thinking for you. And when I think about this, just my opinion here, the verdict is still out here, and we need to learn more about what's going on with Quan, how much he's involved, how much he's not involved, and what have you. There was a bunch of rumors going on that he's already arrested. I didn't subscribe to that at all, but he's wanted, and that's a big reason why, in my opinion, we took another dip yesterday with the price of Luna Classic. I don't think we're, completely done now because of this news. I don't. I just think we need to, as investors, stay locked into it and see how it's impacting things as we gain more information, right? So we're watching Binance, we're watching Quan. Also, use cases. If we really want this thing to sustain into the future and become even close to where it was before, right? Even in terms of market cap, then we have to provide more use cases. We've got to find a way to make this used by developers again. The blockchain still exists. People can still come in and build, but why aren't they doing it? It's a trust factor, right? Now, if Quan was completely removed from the situation, I would feel a whole hell of a lot better. The problem that I have is we don't quite know how much involvement he's had. For instance, what happened when Luna 2.0 just went up out of nowhere 350, 400%? And Luna Classic dipped. What was going on there? Was that market manipulation? It sure as hell seems like it. But we don't know for sure. We'll continue to monitor the situation. I'll definitely be bringing you the latest. Thank you so much for popping in. Let me know what you think about it down below. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'll see you guys.